is that good? Yeah, okay.
God, that's fucking next door too. Of course. There we go. Okay. Yeah.
Hi everyone, it's Colette with BNDRY, and today we're here with
Cooper Lowry.
and he is part of a band.
I'm part of a very cool band called Hudson Powder Company.
And today we're in their practice space, and we're going to be talking about recording new music, their last album, and their upcoming shows.
So my name is Cooper Lowry. I grew up in Boise. I went to college in Montana, came back, started the band through a roundabout way, and we've been a band for almost 3 years now. I have this old memory of music. I want to say it's my first thing I ever remembered. I'm in the back of my dad's red Bronco and we're cruising down the highway, and he's got a Jack Johnson song like blaring through the speakers. It was called Breakdown. I could kind of see like an ethereal out of person view of myself dangling my feet on the back because I'm so small, and hey, I remember him looking back and smiling, and I'm just blaring, singing the words at the top of my lungs. Everything was perfect in that moment. That was like true happiness right there.
Your dad played music. Did he teach you your first instrument?
So in his house, I think I've counted, there's 17 guitars, I think, in there. And one day, I want to say 11 or 12, I just picked one up and just started playing it. And he's like, "We'll learn something." So he sat down, and it was a good moment. He taught me another Jack Johnson song, of course, Home by Jack Johnson. And then I taught myself the rest.
And then you're going to college in Montana, and you first got into live performances because you would go to karaoke bars. Do you remember your first live performance?
Yeah, it was terrifying. Fire in the Rain was my first song ever I sang in front of like strangers. I went up there with one of my best friends. His name was Adam. That open mic community that we were in, it was in Billings, Montana. This place called Craft Local was like amazing. Everyone there was so welcoming. God, even if we sounded how we sounded, which I heard some videos, but we went back the next week, and I think we went the next like 4 or 5 open mics.
What prompted your move back to Boise?
My girlfriend and I were dating at the time. We, hit that step where we both graduated and we're like, what the hell do we do now? And we flipped a coin, and Boise was it.
Would you mean you literally flipped a coin?
Flipped a coin, yeah.
Honestly, at 21, I think a coin does know better than me.
I think so.
I didn't know anything.
No, exactly.
And then Hudson Powder Company, what did the beginnings of it look like? When
I moved back, I had no idea what I wanted to do, but I really liked singing and I really wanted to continue that. I was at this bar with a mutual friend of Ricky and I's.
Okay.
His name is Mike. We were hanging out, and there was an open mic at this bar we were at. So I went up and sang a song, and he was like, "I have a friend that like plays bass, and I think he plays with some other people. If you want me to hook him up." The next day I called Ricky, and I mean, you guys know Ricky. He's so easy to talk to. So he's like, "Yeah, dude, come tonight, come tomorrow, whatever." And he shows me a video of him playing with Doug and Lex. And he's like, "Yeah, we jam a little bit." And unbeknownst to me, they haven't jammed at this point for like 6 months. But he's, of course, just shooting whatever he can.
He's lying.
He's just lying. Just making it up. He's like, "Yeah, dude, we get together every Tuesday, whatever." We met the next day, we jammed. In the first 5 minutes, we kind of figured out that this was
Love at first jam.
Love at first jam. That's good.
Ricky was kind of like the person who was already connected with the other band members.
Yeah, he met Lex a while ago. Those two went to a show, and Doug was wearing a Grateful Dead shirt. And so Ricky sparked up the conversation. Doug's like, "I have a space, right now it's just me." And Ricky's like, "I play bass." He didn't, he just made it up. Lex was like, "Yeah, I kind of drum," and he didn't, Lex drummed with his brother when he was 5 years old or whatever. So they made it up, and it was awesome because it worked out.
So now I want to talk about your first album. I know you guys are working on an EP, but Hudson Powder Company's first album is Crest of Orange. It came out April of 2025, so almost a year.
Yeah, that's the foundation. That's Hudson Powder Company at its deepest core. It's a mix of Doug's kind of originals that he already had, and then a mix of kind of stuff that I was writing. I'll never forget those songs. They mean so much to me just because it was the first stuff we ever did. First recording I ever did, first real band I was kind of a part of. We played tons of shows. It was awesome, man. And I created those songs with those guys, and I wouldn't have been able to create those songs if I didn't meet those 3 guys.
Is there a song off of the album that you've been surprised that people have been really into it?
Mountain Roads. People really like that one. I wrote that one. I was up at my dad's cabin. That was kind of like a toss-away, throwaway song to me at the moment. The recording the way it turned out, I think, was a lot better than we expected.
And speaking of recording, we were able to join you in the studio. You guys were recording new music. What does the process look like, and has it changed from what it looked like recording the first album?
Very different. Just experience, you know, with anything. The first 3 were singles, so Bare Metal, Lilac Skies, Young Traveler. We had a different producer. And then the Crust of Orange, we started with Kyler. Going into that was a whole nother experience. Just to have the 3-headed snake of local legend Ukiah and Meatball Rob and Kyler Darren, to have them be there for support and be there to help out record. The music's getting more complicated, but somehow it's getting easier. I know more of what each person can do while I'm writing songs, and I've been able to push the limits of what I can do because these guys are such talented musicians.
This album, is the sound going to be similar to the last one, or are you guys moving kind of in a different direction?
We're moving very different.
Okay.
Yes, I think we've evolved. I have a problem. I'm a genre bender, and I write all sorts of weird stuff. You know, we can do heavy rock, we can do jazz, we can do like country. I'm gonna let it flow. I'm not gonna like try to change it to fit the album. I think that's why a lot of our music's very different. But like I said, we were able to pick out a set of songs that work for a record, a set of songs that work for an EP. It's a lot of energy.
Okay.
I'll just leave it at that, the EP.
I'm very excited. And then you don't have to answer this one, but I have it in there. Is there an estimated date we could expect new music?
June.
And that will be the EP.
EP, that'll be the start of the EP.
What would be like your dream for the band, for Hudson Powder Company?
Feeling like having a big end goal kind of feels like the end to me. We're in a point where it just keeps getting better and better and bigger and bigger, and if we can keep going in that direction, I'm happy. You know, as long as we all kind of give everything we can and give it our best shot, then you can't be mad at that. You know, it's corny, but it's all you can ask for. I met some of the coolest people. I get to hang out with 3 of the best dudes every day and make cool ass music, and I'm pretty blessed to like have those relationships.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for sitting down and chatting with us and inviting us into your rehearsal space. Where can people follow you guys on Instagram, and where can people see you perform next?
Yeah, we are Hudson Powder Co. On Instagram, and we are playing a gig with the band. We're playing a Yellow Pine show.
Awesome. Thank you everyone for joining us, and if you want to learn more, you can go to BNDRY.club.